see.
And I'm not imposing any penalties for point blank or anything like that.
Okay,
I would in a campaign, but not in one shot.
First one's 23.
That hits.
And 18.
Both hit.
For good rolls anyway, they probably would have hit.
Okay, so 22 total damage.
And where do you move to?
I am going to end up over an A28 right here.
Okay. Now, you put 2 more arrows into his chest from point blank range. You back away, and he takes a swipe, but you duck under it. But as you turn the hallway, you hear clattering behind you, and when you look back, you see your arrows clatter to the ground in the hallway from where you fired them from, as he's pushed them out of his wounds onto the floor.
Okay, in this case, I don't know if it makes a difference. In this case, it was actually the longsword.
Well, that's fine too.
Okay.
Because you put 2 arrows in him last round, he'll just turn around and put those out. That's intimidating as hell. In fact, I'm going to roll an intimidation check. Yeah, that's fucking scary.
He rolled a 1, he's lying.
I rolled a 5, actually. Crunch.
Okay, Crunch is going to head over to A37.
Okay, so
Actually, I might want to leave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Okay, roll it.
And then I'm going to investigate. 15.
And you find a secret door.
Secrets.
Or is that a 5-door?
You find the 5 door.
Well, I might as well use my last movement to open up that door.
Okay, and you open up the door, and there's a room back there. It doesn't just open up into. It's not just like a door set in the wall. It doesn't go anywhere. That'd be really stupid.
It'd be really funny.
It would be kind of funny.
Actually, that's a Dark Souls thing.
Well, I mean, I had doors like that in my crazy Goblin Tower, if you recall. That just didn't go anywhere. They had riddles and everything. So this is A38, the secret gallery. The room holds a number of old and expensive-looking paintings, each one depicting Crasp Chester Batch in different stages of his life. When he was a young boy, when he was a young bachelor, when he was a paladin in gleaming armor. In the corner of the room is a skeletal body, dressed in magical chainmail. And around his neck is hanging a holy symbol of a strident war god, one of the lawful good war gods that you've seen depicted throughout the house. Next to him, I'm sorry, not next to him, clasped in his arms across his chest, he's holding a tome. The tome is non-magical, but it looks very important. And that's what you see in this room. That brings us to Growl.
Alright, well, I'm down in the basement.
We'll just say 6 squares to get back to these stairs. We'll just simplify that, because it's about 6 squares away.
Bathroom. Oh, okay.
So you dash into
I
that
found
bathroom.
a shrine.
Yeah, and you look through the door, and just as you reach there, you see Chuck has pushed open the secret panel in the wall and is beholding the secret gallery.
Looks very important.
Books.
Did I forget to turn this into a 4, or was it not time to turn it into 4 yet?
Alright, so having known that, he'll move to here. Not over that, and that'll be the end of his turn.
Remember the 2 warnings I gave. Books and bathrooms.
I think I was supposed to turn this into 4. I think I forgot. That's a terrible 4. Ridell.
Alright.
Well, I'll just keep the wolves on Dretchlor because they were instructed to do so.
I mean, they're large. They could potentially just block his path.
If they could get in front of him, which they haven't yet.
Grab the book.
Okay.
Flip through it quickly.
Roll an investigation check.
Ugh.
You start
Book?
flipping through
What's
the
a
pages of the
book?
book.
I have
And
no idea what a book is.
in the few seconds you have to flip through it, you glean that this is a book of Chester Batch's exploits throughout his life. Demons he's slayed, monsters he's combated, hordes of undead that he's slaughtered over the course of his life, all totally in secret from the people of the village. None of them knew that he was this fantastic hero. But in the time you've taken so far, you haven't seen anything about Dretchlor. I'll let you repeat that roll next turn.
Alright. Stupid D8.
Stupid demon. Goddamn Dretchlor.
I said D8, but demon too. Stupid demon. Stupid gold. Skull.
I forgot. This one was open, right?
Yes?
Yeah, I think so.
You see Dretchlor start coming up this hallway. Continuing to shout his taunts about how delicious you all will be. He says he can't wait to eat the orc and turn his spells against the rest of you.
That.
Orcs shouldn't have spells to begin with. I'm an orc.
Dretchlor
purist.
doesn't know it.
Yelro.
Dretchlor doesn't know any better.
Well, let me take a quick break. And how many hit points is everybody sitting at right now?
I have 19.
19?
29.
29.
29? Okay.
Give me 1 second. 30.
Okay. And that brings us to Yelro.
Okay, I am going to move down through this triangle here. Out through over here. Put 2 arrows into him.
Do it. Roll it up. And you see when you come out of the door that the gashes on his chest that you placed there just a few seconds ago have started to close up. You definitely wounded him. You definitely drew blood, but it's not going to take for long.
19 and 28.
Both hit.
$21 damage. And then my last 2 movements are going to go right here.
So you continue to put arrows into Dretchlor, this time one into each shoulder. And he winces in pain at the sting of both. And he seems very fixated on you at this point. And that's going to bring us to Crunch.
Punch is going to go over here and take the book from him because he clearly doesn't know how to book.
Roll
I
investigation.
don't know what a fucking book is. Leave me alone. Book? Jeez. I just looked important.
He has no skill points in book. Well, look at this.
Ah,
Is he proficient
I
in
got
book?
You see
I got
this?
3.
Wow. You really quick grab it and flip, flip, and flip, 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 and there's no pictures anywhere in
Shit,
this
the
book.
book's upside down.
Growl.
All right.
Are you
I'm gonna
ending
make
there,
that-
or is that it?
I'm gonna make an acrobatics check to try and get across this.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take the book with me. Sorry.
I
dude.
never make these.
Is that the extent of your movement? Is that where you want to end?
No, I wanted to keep going,
Okay.
but I rolled a 4.
That you. Were you dashing? I'll put it that way.
No, I was just moving.
Then you fall prone in the green square.
Okay.
And roll
Does that
percent.
end my movement, or
It does. Roll
Okay.
percentile. I wanna
Why?
See, let's see. If, I'm gonna give you.
Why are
even,
you going over here?
I'm gonna give you even odds to fall into that hole. No, you don't. You're just prone in that square.
okay?
You can still.
I
act.
was gonna do something, but it doesn't seem as good now. All right, let's do it. Let me look this spell's radius up real quick.
Destil's like, I miss Eldritch Blast so much.
Nah, I'm not far enough away for that to do anything yet. I'll throw a produce flame at him.
Okay. Is that a roll to hit, or does he?
Yeah,
get
I'm
to
rolling
save?
right now.
You hit him with the druid fart.
That'll hit an armor class of 11.
No, it's not going to do it. So you run across, and again, the floor is like, oh my god. And it's like marshmallow cream covering this floor. You slip, you fall hard on your rump, and you're like, thankfully I didn't fall on the trap door. That would have been hilarious. But you fall in a position that gives you a great shot of Dretchlor bearing down on you. Decide to just, you know what, I'm just going to try to land him on fire. It doesn't work, but it was a good effort. That brings us to the wolves that move up behind Dretchlor, continuing to nap at his ankles. And now it's Dretchlor's turn.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
Actually,
Oh, that's right. We have Ridell in there. What's Ridell
I was
doing?
I was gonna actually have the wolf do something, but
Do what?
I was gonna try and grapple him.
Okay, yeah, roll that.
Probably not. No, it's not gonna hit.
What was the roll? What did it get?
It's got a +5, so 9.
9? No, you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wolf leaps up, tries to grab Dretchlor and drag him down, and he gets a firm grip. But Dretchlor just whips his arm up, rips out of his jaw.
I'm gonna grab the holy symbol.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I see Dretchlor?
You know he's there, but you don't have line of sight from that square. From there you do. Make a
I hold
dex
up the
save.
holy symbol. I can't step around it. Okay. So, all right.
You got to go through that square to get there from a doorway. That's a net hack thing.
9.
So you fall on your ass on that square. Roll the percentile dice. I'm giving you even odds.
No, but I wasn't going that way. I was.
You're a Three Stooges sketch.
All right.
Just got to get above 50.
No.
Well,
All right.
so you fall down the trap door. 5 points of falling damage
All right.
as you go crashing to the ground in between the silver bars. That's 6 spaces away from the stairs, so next turn you can end your movement at the top of the stairs.
If I go upstairs,
I wouldn't.
maybe I'll make you. Maybe I'll make you load up the other map.
That, like, I would just be down there. Like, that's where Dretchlor is not. Dretchlor pounds down twice as you're prone on the ground and gets a really terrible damage roll.
Did he make his deck
Wait,
save?
he couldn't
As
move
he
across
landed-
corners, so can Dretchlor attack across corners?
Yeah. He has line of sight from there. 18 bludgeoning damage as Dretchlor pounds you on the ground. He didn't get a crit, though. That's what I was looking for. And that brings us to NPCs. And now I gotta load the other map. Save worst house ever. Hold on a second. Grab that. Load best basement ever. Ridell, you fall down into the hole, and you get down here, and you see Boosh with a crowbar trying to pry open one of these sarcophagi. You see he's already got 2 of them open, but they were empty.
Huh. Okay.
And as you fall down, he turns around, and you've shocked the hell out of him. And right now, Boosh is terrified.
Okay.
And he asks if you help him search. Search for something to use against the demon. Powerful weapons here, yes?
Okay.
Free of charge, free of charge. No need to buy. But he doesn't have enough strength to get the sarcophagus open. He's just a little
Got it.
pissant goblin.
Got it.
And I already advanced the NPC counter, so we'll save the basement. We'll load the worst house ever. That brings us to Yelro.
Okay.
Second worst.
What was the worst house?
Baba Yaga's dancing hut.
You loved that hut.
I am going to back up into right here, and I'm going to use my last magic point and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. That's a level 1?
Yes.
Alright, so D8 plus your...
Spell modifier.
That doesn't get better than that.
Yep. 13.
Fill that up.
And I'm done.
Crunch.
Alright, I'm gonna head into here and then I'm gonna continue trying to read the book.
So you're going to take the book into there. Go ahead and roll the investigation.
Let me put the book right side up this time.
Okay.
12.
You flip through the book, and you get to the last entry. And the last entry is a sketch of 4 objects. You don't have time to sit and read the whole formula, but it's about how Dretchlor was sealed away and blah, blah, blah. And there's 4 objects that each one holds a part of Dretchlor's true name. One is a tome. Another is a clay pot. A third is a candelabra. And the fourth is a something. Hold on, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I said the pot. I said the candelabra. Drawing a blank. Oh, the orb. The black orb. So you see a sketch of these 4 objects. And it says their location in the house. One is in the library, one is in a linen closet, one is in the dining room, and one is in the larder.
Alright.
And meanwhile, you sit there...
Does it have pictures of the orbs? Does it have pictures of the things?
Oh yeah, I mean, and you recognize 3 of them immediately because you've seen them. The tome and the candelabra, which Yasa is poring over right now. The black orb that Boosh was being so sketchy about earlier. And then the 4th object is a clay jug that you have not seen yet.
Alright, it's not the big clay pot that we saw earlier?
No, that was a
No.
huge stone urn that was in the basement. This is a little, like, ceramic jug.
Alright, when it says the locations,
Which larder?
which one was the pot?
The larder.
Okay.
Does it say which larder? There was more than one.
Just says the larder. That brings us to Growl. I think Growl should thank Yelro for soaping up the floor. Are you jumping down the hole? I think you're muted, Destil.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Destil.
Yes, I am. Sorry, I'm sneezing a lot. Just
Now, are you,
something up.
are you
I'm
picking yourself up and then jumping down, or are you just crawling into the hole?
as a disengage action. I am rolling down the hall. Action
Gotcha.
roll.
Okay. Because you intended to jump down the hole, you're not going to take the falling damage. You can just land on your feet. Well, you can land on the... you can land on the rogue downstairs.
And then I'll immediately move outside of the bars.
Okay.
Soft.
And when you land down there, you see Boosh is trying to coax Ridell into coming over and helping get some of these sarcophagi open.
If I have movement left, can I go over and do that? Or at least move to start?
You have to use half your movement to
Half my
stand up from
movement
being
stand up.
prone.
So I'll have 3 squares left. Does that get me to one of them?
It does, but you don't have an action. You disengage.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I disengage. So.
Yeah, no problem. That brings us to the wolves. Are the wolves
Puppies!
gonna? Yeah,
They're
puppies.
going to continue to follow their last order.
Okay.
So this one will try and grapple again. Nope, same roll.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Deny.
do it. Okay, that's gonna bring us to Ridell.
Okay.
Are you going after a sarcophagi? Is that your action? 'Cause
Yeah. That is my action.
And then since that's the case, I'm not going to load up the other map. We don't really need to see. So, go over to one of the sarcophagi. Roll an investigation check.
16.
16. Now roll a d12.
Six.
6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. Opening it up, inside you see a silver longsword.
Killer. I grabbed the longsword.
And seeing that a weapon has been found, I need to mark which sarcophagi has been opened. Hold on 1 second so we don't open up the same one next turn. Okay. Seeing that a sarcophagus was open and yielded a weapon, Boosh redoubles his efforts with a crowbar to try to get his open at the end of the room. Dretchlor's turn. Now I do have to load up the bottom map. Damn it, people. See what you're doing? Save game. Worst house ever. I still have all the Baba Yaga Hut maps saved.
Well,
We're going to load one of those up by accident.
I'm gonna stick the cat on him.
And Dretchlor just steps into the room. So we've got... you're in here. You stepped over to this sarcophagus here.
Okay.
Well, I guess you could have been at this other one over here if you wanted. It's up to you. They're both
That's
within.
fine.
So yeah, Dretchlor comes barreling down the stairs, continuing to talk about how tasty you are, fee-fi, fo-fum, all that noise. Yelro, what are you doing?
Well, everything he seems to be doing doesn't seem to be working. He's getting a little depressed, so he needs to go get a little bit of nature's sugar. And he wants to go to A34, and he wants to go get a little bit of honey over here.
So Yelro decides, well, we can't beat the demon. I guess it's snack time.
So I'm going to go grab the pot of honey from here,
Okay.
and I'm going to walk into A32 with it.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a fistful of honey and eat it.
Yelro comes sauntering in with this giant jug of honey, just like Pooh Bear. His whole hand is just yellow, and he's just licking it. Fuck it, we're all gonna die anyway!
Is that the one?
I will change that there. That brings us to Crunch.
Is that the one?
No, it's not magical.
Oh. And I
We already investigated whether or not it was magical, so...
wrong jug. Go check the larder. And what were the larders?
34,
34 and 35?
Yep.
Both of them?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, there
There's
were
two.
larders.
That's why I was asking, does it say which larder?
That's why there's 2 larders, so you have to examine
Alright.
both.
Well, I'll head over to 35 first.
Okay, roll investigate.
Did you mention to
Actually-
Yelro to
What?
investigate the larder?
Actually, what?
Yeah, you do need to roll investigate on this.
Okay, I did tell him, though. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
9.
9. Looking around, at first it just looks like just a bunch of rancid grain, moldy foods, but after you've thrown a couple of the barrels aside, you see the telltale glow behind a sack of grain of a magic item. And reaching down, you pull this heavy sack of just rancid, moldy rice off of the ground, and there is a small ceramic jug, stopped up, sealed with wax, radiating magic.
I'm assuming that DC would have been way harder if I didn't have Detect Magic.
Yeah, I lowered it by 5 because
Yeah.
you had Detect Magic up.
Alright. And, well, I still have some movement left. Let me do the counting. I was here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. I come back. I go, this is the right jug.
And Yelro was like, that one doesn't have honey in it, though. So... it's actually jam, it's not honey. That brings us to Growl downstairs.
All right. Oh. I'm gonna move back a step and investigate this larder, this sarcophagus.
I'm gonna throw slashes through the ones that have been opened.
It's 12.
Okay. You pop it open. There's a corpse inside, and rooting through, you find at the bottom of it a scroll case, stopped up, closed.
Okay.
In the back
Is that my
behind a
whole
pile
turn?
of dusted cobwebs. Yeah, it took your whole turn to open it up and
Sure.
investigate. You can still move though.
I used one movement, 2, 3. I'll grab the scroll case and move to here.
Okay. And that
Puppies. And I'll yell to the puppies to block him, and they'll just come in and get in his way.
get in his way. Okay. Works for me. Yeah, Dretchlor is going to attack you.
No, he's not. It's my turn.
Oh. Well, let him take his turn first.
No. I want to do a thing.
Oh, I see what happened. On this map, I didn't put the wolves before you on the... Okay, let me change that on this map. Dem wolves, though. Go ahead, take your turn. You know, if it means so much to you.
I'm going to launch the holy symbol at him.
Okay.
Just throw it straight at him, see what happens, because why the fuck not?
Bounces off his chest and clatters to the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything?
Doesn't do anything.
God, tits. Okay. Well.
I mean, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Was it? Do you know anything about religion?
His cleric didn't know anything about religion.
Yep.
So you're going inside the silver bars?
Yep.
It kind of smells like goblin pee in this area. As Boosh is wetting himself. Actually... The direwolves are snapping at him, but he breaks free of them. Very gingerly steps around the silver bars in the center of the room. Steps up right next to Ridell. Gives him this grimace, and you can taste his breath hanging in the air. And then he turns around. He throws hard punches down at Boosh.
No. Well, he's a goblin. Who gives a shit?
And Boosh yelps out piteously, but it catches in his throat as his face collapses. Dretchlor pummels him to the ground. And Boosh moves no more. You watch your little goblin buddy just get obliterated. Save best basement ever. Upstairs, Yasa completes her spell. And she yells out, "Eureka! I know what to do." She looks over and sees holding this ceramic jug, and she motions for you to bring it over. And she motions to the tome and the candelabra on the table. So we must destroy these items. We must send them to the abyss. Do you know where we can find a tub full of acid?
It's lye and acid? It's a base.
No, lie's not an acid. But it wouldn't be hard to destroy the items. She says, with the loss of each of these relics, Dretchlor will be weakened. We can pull him into a mortal state.
Alright, so we just destroy them.
That's what the lady said.
Alright.
That brings us to Yelro.
Okay, I am going to set down the honey.
Aw.
Carefully.
8, 9, 10, and carefully go down to the top of the stairs here. And I will ready an action. If the demon comes up the stairs, I will hit him with 2 arrows.
Okay. Let me make just a quick note, if you don't mind. Sorry for the empty air, but I have to do a lot of typing real quick. Alright, that was Yelro's turn. What is Crunch doing?
I'm going to destroy these items.
Okay. As an action, you can attempt to damage one of the items. Each one has 25 hit points.
I'm going to use my violence on them.
Use your what?
My violence.
Your violence.
Mm-hmm.
Do the violence. Which one are you attempting to break? Well,
let's start.
Let me give you a little more information. She tells you, as Yase is feverishly, like frantically explaining, she used Identify on the book that you brought her. And she says this is the true name of Dretchlor's protection. And if you destroy the book, it'll be easier to land a blow against him. The candelabra she hasn't had time to identify.
Alright, well, I'm going to destroy the pot, because it's a pot, and pots are easy to break, because they're pots.
It is a magic pot, and it does have 25 hit points.
Alright, I'm going to put it... This is really stupid. I'm going to put it down.
Okay.
I'm going to step 5 feet away from it,
Okay.
because I have a lance.
Yeah.
And what's the DC of this pot?
It's AC 10. Wait, why are you
Those are
rolling with...
2 hits.
What gave you... Oh, you're attacking twice. Got it. I thought you were rolling with advantage. No, it's 2 hits.
No.
You're fine.
And then I'm going to roll a really good dice twice. And that'll do 18... Oh, wait, no, that's a 9. That's 13 plus 8. That'll do 21 of the necessary points of damage.
21. That was against the jug?
Yeah.
And you lance this jug a couple times, and the first hit just kind of makes it wobble on the floor, but the second one, you crack it against the wall, and the water inside starts leaking out of it. Looks like one good solid hit will destroy it. That brings us to Growl. What is Growl doing downstairs? I think he's muted again.
Sorry. Was my character in the room when they talked about the orb, or did I lose track?
No, we're downstairs. We don't know
No, you
what's
know
going on
that's what I
upstairs.
thought.
You guys were downstairs.
Okay.
The only people who know about the orb are me and I think Yelro.
You
Yep.
heard Yasa yell Eureka because she shouted that.
Yep.
So you know something good is happening upstairs. You know some progress has been made somewhere.
I'm gonna cast Spider Climb on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna the wolf's poof because I think that's concentration, and then I'm gonna climb up the shaft.
Okay. That's only 15 feet up, so...
Okay, so I'd have 3 squares of movement left at the top then.
So what do you do when you get to the top?
I'll move towards where Yasa was yelling.
Alright, let's load up the worst house ever. And go ahead and place yourself. So you came up through this middle X here. I know these X's don't literally line up with downstairs. That's because I drew a terrible map.
That's my turn.
Okay. The wolves are gone.
You can see a pot with a lance smacking
Yeah, you
it.
get up here and you see Crunch going to town on this pot. That
No,
brings
you don't
us
see
to,
Crunch, you just see the pot.
to Ridell.
Alright.
You just got left all alone in a basement with Dretchlor.
okay.
This is basically the Giggle Dungeon now.
As a bonus action, I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
so he doesn't get an opportunity attack.
Nope.
Go upstairs.
Okay. And go where?
I can get as far as here.
So you want to be there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Dretchlor.
When I see him, can I relay the information about the orb?
Yeah, no problem.
Got it. Orb.
And Dretchlor comes up the stairs. You had a held action, didn't you, Yelro?
Yeah, he did.
I
Getting
did
top of the stairs?
2 arrows to the face.
Take him. And by the time he gets to the top of the stairs, you see the gashes on his chest are totally closed. The arrows that you put in his shoulders earlier are no longer there.
Okay, 126 and 112.
Now, the 26 hits. The 12 does not.
That's my first miss. 9 damage.
Okay. You fire 2 arrows very quickly as soon as you see him break the plane of the stairs. And the first arrow just shatters against his chest. And the second one grazes the side of his face. Leaves a gash right under his ear. What you think might be his ear. He's got like a skull head. It's weird. Crunch.
Alright, so I'm going to first use my first attack on the pot.
Okay.
And hopefully just smash it. If I hit it, it'll smash it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
And you
So
smash
that's
this
blocked.
pot, and a gush of water explodes out of it in all directions. Way more water than you possibly could think would fit in that little pot. And you hear, especially Yelro, who's standing right there, Dretchlor yells, screams out in pain. Just this horrible wail. And then just anger flashes across his face.
And then I'm going to take the candelabra and the book.
Okay.
And I'm going to book the fuck out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Headed towards the ballroom. And all the goblins are back, and there's zombies now. There's 13 of them in here. No, it's empty. You're fine.
Nah. And then I'll take my last attack on the book.
Okay.
Magic book. Can't hit it.
You try, but the book definitely dodges out of the way.
Too magic.
Growl.
Did you say anything about the fact that you're trying to destroy this book in Candelabra?
You saw me smashing the fuck out
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
what I thought.
Hey, wait,
Okay.
Brick, you actually skipped my real turn. You let me take my held actions from a turn before, but you never let me actually take my turn.
But, to be fair, you don't really deserve one.
Got it.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I want to switch to my longsword and hit him twice.
Roll it. Is that longsword also magical?
No, it is standard, but it allows me to not have to disengage.
Oh. Then it really shouldn't have damaged him earlier, but he regenerated all the hit points, so it didn't
So
matter.
that didn't matter. Okay, so this is going to do damage, and it doesn't matter if I hit him or not. So I'm just hitting him with my longsword, and then I'm going to run away to
Well,
be
no,
with
go ahead and
Nodal.
roll the hit.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Roll it. 'Cause he's lost a relic since last time. You never know.
26 and 27.
Both to hit. My goodness. This is a level 6 character, right? Wow. Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry. Actually, I used my longbow. This is actually going to be 22 and 23.
Both of those hit.
And 22 total damage.
Okay, and that was with the bow?
That was with the longsword.
That was with the longsword. This time,
Non-magical longsword.
even though the longsword is non-magical, and last time you just scratched him, this time you put deep gashes in his flesh, and you draw it back. And where last time you saw the wounds begin to close, this time they just stay open and bleed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
22?
22. And
Oh, I wish I had
am,
those wolves back.
and I am going to run away and stand over here next to Nodal.
Okay, party in the ballroom. Crunch went, and that's Growl.
All right. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay. 10, 15. All right, so they're right in front of Growl, the items, right?
Yeah, and now I'll say, help me destroy the ship.
All right, what's left to destroy right now?
Book and candelabra.
I think the candelabra will be getting a shillelagh.
Okay. It's AC 10, and it's got 25 hit points.
Misses.
And your shillelagh just bounces off candelabra.
Don't feel bad. It's magic.
Yeah, you feel the magic repel it. It's not like you swung and you're terrible.
Well, I did. I rolled a 2.
The wolves are gone. Ridell, would you like a turn?
I would. Are you gonna make me roll?
No,
to
you can
avoid
move
the
diagonally.
All right.
There.
All right.
You're not moving out of a doorway.
6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And as a bonus action, I'm going to dash again. It's
Okay.
part of cunning action. So 1, 2, 3, and I grab the orb.
Okay, it's not there.
Fuck! What do you mean it's not there?
I mean, it's not there.
How did you not?
Okay.
And Dretchlor gets a turn.
You can skip that if you want.
I could. I don't think I'm going to, though.
Make the bookkeeping easier.
Everybody's in the ballroom. Dretchlor just comes bursting into the door. That's 7, 8. He looks angry, and he's moving slower than he was a moment ago. The muscular flesh that drapes over his form looks like it's sagging. It looks less taut than it did a moment ago. He doesn't have any actions, so he can't attack anybody. But he's going to next round. Did anybody leave Yasa with any instructions?
No.
Okay.
No.
That brings us to Yelro.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I just grabbed all my shit back.
I'm gonna hit him with my longsword twice.
Okay.
Which is 17 and 14, so 22 and 19.
Both hit.
$22 damage. And I am going to back out through the circle with a dot into right here.
Okay.
That's a square with the dot.
Oh,
That's important.
My square kind of looks like a circle.
that's a good point, though.
Crunch.
Alright, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of the candelabra that's already on the ground.
Okay.
Attacks.
Fly is 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's might as well be forever.
It's a long time. Or until you take damage.
Those, yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Woohoo! That's at least 25 damage.
Well, what's the damage?
28.
28. And you set the candelabra down, you turn around, take a few paces away, turn back around, and you lance that bitch. And the second blow, you crack it in half. The first one, you bend the metal. The second one, you blast it apart. And again, Dretchlor lets out this just ghastly wail of pain. And you see all the wounds that have been inflicted across his body start to reopen.
And then I'm going to show him the book that I still have.
So Dretchlor the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna book it. 1, 2. I'm trying to draw him away from you, man, but this is the best I can give you. 3. Well, I'm flying, so I don't have to roll. Haha! And I'm here.
Even in the one shot, Nodal's a twink. Okay. Growl.
All right. So is the candelabra still in one piece? Sorry.
No, the candelabra's destroyed. It's been obliterated.
And are you holding the book in such a way that I could shoot it with produce flame?
I am not in the room anymore.
No, he took
Oh, you
off.
flew away too fast for me to follow. Okay. But this is great because now I can finally do the thing I wanted to do.
There you go.
I'm gonna center a stone spikes on the demon.
Okay.
Let me get the description.
Here, I will also promote you because I get the feeling you're gonna have to draw something.
Yeah.
Stone spikes?
Spike growth.
Spike growth. Ah, there it is. Goddamn druids. 20-foot
So that's
radius?
a 20-foot radius around him.
Okay. So he takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet he travels.
And it's also, I'm going to back off a bit before I do that. And it's also difficult terrain.
Okay. So instead of just using one of the traps in the house, you're just going to make your own goddamn trap. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Isn't that a 15-foot radius?
It's just the edge of the wall at that point.
No, I mean...
It's... it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, basically, it covers up this entire corner. That'll be my turn.
Okay. And you cast the spike growth, and the growth... it just covers the ground, though. Yes? Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's only on the ground.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Ridell.
Mutter, grumble, mutter.
Can you get there with a dash?
With 2 dashes, I can, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You can dash
Cutting
twice.
action. Yeah.
Cutting action. So.
And what are you muttering?
Orb's not in the dining room anymore.
Have you seen the kobold?
He was killed downstairs in the basement. Oh, if you see Yelro, give him this, and I give Crunch the silver longsword.
Okay. And that's going to bring us to Dretchlor.
Since I know Yelro is proficient in it.
Yeah, I'll use it on my next attack on him.
You gotta get it, though.
Yeah,
You can roll damage for 3 squares of movements through the thorns.
Okay.
As he's lumbering towards you. He tries to jump and leap through, but the thorns have roped up out of the ground and scratch him all over his body. And you see them draw blood.
6
all over.
damage. Does that have a bonus on it? Is that just T4? Let me bring that back up. Oh no, 2d4. Alright, so 6.
Yeah, it's 2d4 per
plus-
square, so 64 total.
14 damage. Much better.
And
That's a
you
higher
see him
number.
wincing with pain as these thorns scrape across his flesh. He's looking real hungry. That brings us to Yelro.
Okay, where am I at? On to... That's perfect. Okay, so I am going to dart through this door over here, which puts me right here, and I want to test, so I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at him this time.
Do it. Roll to hit.
Oh, nat 20, nat 1.
I mean, the 20's still a crit. The 1 doesn't
yeah.
hit anything.
So crit, what does that do for me?
Roll your damage die twice, add your bonus once.
Okay. That's 18 damage. And then I'm going to disengage back down that hallway again.
So you
And I'm done.
use the longsword?
No, I used my arrows that time. Magical arrows.
Are you able to disengage if you...
I
you were
was
outrange.
10 squares. I was
Gotcha.
2 squares away.
You said disengage, I got confused.
Yeah, that's my fault.
And this time you see the arrow go real deep, and it bites into him and doesn't move. Whereas previously he was pushing them out. Now it's staying put.
Nice.
Crunch.
I'm gonna toss the book down the hole and then lance in after it.
So, you're gonna do like a dragoon jump on top of it?
Yeah, exactly. Only I'm flying at 60 feet a second. so it's even more fucked.
I'll give you advantage on the attack roll, but you will suffer the falling damage. How's that sound?
Alright.
Advantage on the first attack roll, anyway. So it's going to be
Oops.
6 falling damage as you come crashing to the ground.
Alright, that's fine. 20... 20-something.
Yeah,
It's a buck.
it's an AC
I hit.
10.
And then I'll roll my other attack. That'll hit, and then I'll roll my concentration. That's fine.
And,
And-
what's the total damage on that book?
Does the book take falling damage? It fell down a hole.
The book does not take falling damage. No, it's an object. If it was made of glass and wasn't magical, I'd say yeah.
Not bad. 20 damage.
Okay. So you shear part of the book and you send pages fluttering across the room, but you still see the magic roiling off of the back half of it. Growl.
To be clear, this is the book that I'm supposed to destroy. Not
No, that
the
was
incredibly
the alchemy
valuable
book.
alchemy
Did you mean the? No, you got yeah. That's the one.
Move to here. Conjure animals. I need 2 brown bears.
Brown bears.
Yep.
Tell you what, I'll just give you these here. Do what you need to do, man.
And I'll
So-
order them to attack the demon if he gets close.
Well, he's already close.
Well, there's to hold their position and attack when he gets close.
So they're supposed to stay in the doorway until he gets close.
Yep.
And how do you command them? Is that like a telepathic thing?
No, I just talk to them.
Just talk.
They follow my verbal commands.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to Ridell.
I'm held up.
Go downstairs.
Going downstairs, and where the body of Boosh was is now just a messy splatter of blood. The actual body has been devoured.
Devoured?
Devoured. As in eaten. As in
Yes, so it's Dretchlor ate it.
Dretchlor ate
No indication that the orb is there.
Oh no, the orb's laying there.
Oh, then I grabbed the orb.
Okay.
Destroy it.
Yeah, can I attack it? Can I smash it to the ground?
Yeah, you can attack it. Make an attack roll.
I'll use my short sword. 21.
That hits. Roll the damage.
Can I do a sneak attack on it?
No. You don't have advantage on the roll.
Hasn't taken a attack this round.
It's
It's
also,
prone.
it's also not a creature, though. So
8 damage.
okay. And you start cleaving at this orb with your sword. You begin putting shallow cracks in it.
Sure, it's not like surprised.
No, the orb saw this coming a mile away.
Or knew this was coming.
The orb's seen some shit, man.
Not surprisingly, Dretchlor wants nothing to do with these 2 bears. So he decides to leave the ballroom and go after the guy who's been shooting him for the past hour and a half. Your AC is... Okay, that's
16.
it. Yep. That is the attack roll I've been looking for all night. Or the damage roll, rather. 28 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm
Dretchlor
still alive.
comes into the wall, and he just throws you back into the wall and knocks the wind out of you. And just as you're regaining your feet, he pulls his hand right across your face, and you feel your jaw dislocate. Teeth go scattering across the floor. He basically wants to pound you into the floor like a nail. You've really made him angry.
I don't blame him.
It's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to switch to my sword, and I'm going to attack him twice.
Do it. How many hit points do you have left?
4.
I'm going to try to kill you next turn, if that's okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna heal you next turn.
Okay, so 29 with a nat 20, and then 12.
Well, then that 20 is a crit. The 12, both of those hit. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
Only the crit hits. The 12 did not.
Okay. 7. Only 11 this time. And
That's with the crit damage?
yeah, it's with crit damage.
Okay.
And I am going to back out to right here.
So I'm sorry, that was 12?
11.
11. Gotcha.
I got to Beartown.
And you backed into behind the brown bears. Smart. Crunch.
Crunch is gonna do a spinning lance hit on the two of these things. First the book, then the orb.
Okay.
That's
It's a
gonna
5.
hit because 5 + 7.
Okay. And the orb?
Right.
Roll damage on the book first.
I don't think I can fail to kill it, but
I'm going to make you roll anyway, just because I like to. Yeah, the book's gone.
16.
And you scatter the rest of the pages, and you see the magic fade from the scraps left.
Right, and then the orb. 7.
7. Again, you put a deep crack in this orb as you come down on it, but it's still kicking. When the book is destroyed, once again, you hear the house reverberate with Dretchlor is just hollering in pain, just shouting. And you see the hardness of his muscles kind of slump, turn kind of to this soggy, muddy consistency. That brings us to Growl. Growl and the bears.
The bears.
Using my last big spell charge for a cure.
It's
Okay.
my favorite music group.
So you
Growl
get
and the
back
Bears.
15 hit points. And then ordering the bears to move in.
Okay.
Thank you, good sir.
Growl and the bears.
So first bear, claw. Claw, bite. This is going to hit a 12
That
on
hits.
armor class.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. It'll hit a... I thought that was a 9. It'll hit a 9.
And the 9 does not hit.
It's a bite. The bite will hit a... That'll hit. Though. It's a 14.
Yep, that's good.
The bite is d6 plus 2. Deal 4 damage. Second bear gets a claw. That'll hit. Gets a bite. That'll hit.
And what's the total damage for the
8.
second bear?
8, and then the bite was 2d4. $16 damage.
Nice. And both bears get a solid bite on the demon. And this time, or previously, your wolves were totally ineffective. The bear bites clamp down. They bite down hard, and they tear... I call it flesh, but it's not really. It's like something else. Tear it away from his bones, and he's physically reeling in pain. Wounds covering his form. Ridell.
Break the orb!
Do it!
Break the orb!
That's a number.
There you go. That's a good number.
Hey, that is a great number.
Oh, damn it. I was using the black bear, not brown bear stats. They should have done way more damage.
11.
11. You shatter this orb, and it cracks. And gets blasted to pieces. And one more time, you hear Dretchlor yell out, crying in pain. You guys standing next to him, watching him, you see all the strength sap out of his body. And he drops down to his knees. You see, in all of his joints, the bones are jutting out from his flesh. You see the skull that forms his face is starting to droop as it's cracked in various places. And he's breathing very heavily. And that's going to bring us to... Oh, it's Dretchlor's turn. He holds up his hand. And, well, I guess he's holding up his hand in between him and the bears at this point. And he says, I may have underestimated you mortals. Spare me and you shall have wealth, beyond your wildest imaginations.
I just start laughing.
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow like Spock.
Yelro, it's your turn.
He said the magic word.
Wealth.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But
So
it's Yelro's turn, and he doesn't care about wealth. He's got standards.
If
the
I
Druid
stand
doesn't care
here
too
on
much
this
either.
$, can I shoot him over the back of the bear?
I would give him half cover because a bear is a large creature.
Okay, yeah, that's the only way I'm going to do it, so I'm
The
going to
bears
try
are
that.
friendly, though. You can swap places with that bear
Law bear.
if you
Will
want.
the bear get an attack of opportunity on him, though, for moving away from him?
Technically, yeah, but do we care that much about a bear?
No, I'm just asking, like, if in future.
Yeah, he
They're
would.
really good meat shields, though. That's why I went with bears instead of wolves this time.
Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to do... Can I switch places with them twice? Because I'm going to want to go back out that door.
He's got 1 hit point, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll go ahead and switch places with the bear and attack him with my sword.
And he promises you wealth beyond your wildest imagination, and you just put a sword straight into his chest. And this loud sonic boom reverberates across the entire house. It shakes. For a moment, Dretchlor's form blasts apart and starts spinning wildly in that black smoke again, filling up the hallway. You have to hold up your arm to shield your eyes and your face. And soon, within a couple seconds, the black turns to gold, and the gold congeals and forms the solid gold ram's head, and it clatters back down to the ground.
I'm going to pull up my lute and start playing a jig.
And the sound of his jig fills the house. So we can get rid of Dretchlor on the initiative now.
And I'll go ahead and pick up that goat's head.
Okay.
And he summons again.
No, this time you pick up the goat's head and it's just in your hands. By the time that...
Wait, 1 second here. Crunch's initiative order?
there's no more initiative order. That was it. That was the end of the combat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Let's go to
16,
treasure box.
17, 18,
Yeah.
24.
So 48 minutes from now, when Crunch finally gets the treasure box open, the treasure box contains 1,500 gold worth of gems. By the time Crunch gets back out, you note that the goat head is no longer radiating magic. Dretchlor is destroyed. The goat head is worth 15,000 gold. So you all have hit pay dirt.
What about dude's armor and shit?
Magical chainmail that resists
Yeah.
necrotic damage.
Yeah, we'll sell that too.
Actually, can the ranger wear that?
Well, the one shot's over, so who cares what the ranger can wear?
That's exactly. We sell that shit.
Yeah. What about the holy symbol?
The ranger who doesn't care about money.
The holy
The
symbol.
holy symbol was radiating magic, right?
No, it was just spell focus. I mean, it was radiating magic, but it's not like a magic item. It's just spell focus.
The only thing I want is the honey. That's where you guys find me with the skull, is just in A32 eating the honey.
We will give you the honey. You can have the honey.
We'll give him 1/5 of the honey.
And that was Don't Wake Dretchlor, or as I like to call it, Home
What's-
Alone, the D&D module.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Did you hear my Macaulay Culkin joke?
Yeah. Yeah.